Good morning student, welcome to our next class, that is today we are going to discuss about the interhalogen compound. So myself Dr. Yogita Bodkhe from the Guru Nanak College of Science, Balla. So what is interhalogen compounds? Students, you know that halogens. Halogens, where they are placed? They are placed in the 7th period of the periodic table. See, this is the periodic table. Here this is the fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. So these are placed in the 17th, or we can call the 7th period of an periodic table. Now these are, you know that the electronegative values are increases in the period and it decreases down the group. So we know that fluorine is most electronegative, and halogens, they are the most electronegative. But see here, what is the electronegative value of an fluorine? It is 4.0. Okay, and electronegative value will be decreases. So iodine has about 2.0. So what happened due to the some difference in the electronegative between these two elements? So they react among themselves and they will form the interhalogen compounds. Means they are react itself. So that's why they are called as an interhalogen compound. So how will you define the interhalogen compound? So see here, interhalogen compounds is the molecule which contain two or more different halogen atoms. Okay, means fluorine or chlorine or fluorine or bromine. There should be some electronegative difference between them, and they are represented by the general formula X into Y into N, where Y is the most electronegative element. Which is the most electronegative element? Generally fluorine. Fluorine के पहले कौन सा आएगा? That is the chlorine, and these are the less electronegative element amongst the halogens. Okay. So next types. These are the different types of an interhalogen compound. First type is the AX. Okay, AX, in which X is the electronegative. So here fluorine, 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 fluorine. So it is combined with the element A. Fluorine can combine with which elements? Than the lower electronegative chlorine, fluorine, bromine, okay, and iodine. Or sometimes you know that after fluorine there is a chlorine, okay, having the electronegativity 3.0. So this chlorine is also react with the less electronegative element, that is the bromine. Chlorine may react with the iodine. Then after fluorine, chlorine, then comes the bromine, that is having slightly more electronegative than the iodine. That's why it will combine with the iodine, and this will form the compound that is AX. Second type, that is the X3, and the examples of these are ClF3, BrF3 and ICl3. Okay, here again the more electronegative elements are fluorine, which are combined with the less electronegative element than the fluorine, that is the chlorine, and bromine. Chlorine, which is more electronegative than the iodine, that's why it will combine with the iodine. So three molecules, three atoms of fluorine, fluorine are combined with this single atom, that is chlorine, bromine or iodine. That's why this type is AX3. Then next type, that is the X5. Here again same. Okay, 5 atom of fluorine will be react with the chlorine and it will form ClF5, then BrF5, likewise IF5. This is only one compound which is coming in the AX7 type, that is the IF7. We know that fluorine having the more electronegative atom, the negativity value, that is the 4.0, and iodine near about 2. So therefore reacts among themselves. 7 atom of the fluorine will be combined with the 1 atom of iodine, and that's why they are forming the AX7 type. So these are the different types of an interhalogen compound. Now next we are coming towards the geometries or some structures that we will discuss later on how they are formed. See here, this is the AX types, example IF and ClF. Then this is of AX3 type, that is ClF3, having the geometry that is T-shaped geometry here. Okay, then this is the BrF3. So it is very explosive, it is dangerous. These are some signs of this bromine. Bromine containing compound generally explosive in nature and it's a hazardous to human. So these are the some AX3 type. Then these are the AX5 types. Okay, so this is the ClF5, okay, BrF5. Then the only one compound which is form of AX7 type, and that is the IF7. So it has a pentagonal bipyramidal geometry. The geometry and its concept of an hybridization and how it is formed, that will be discussed in the next video in detail. So prior to that, we should know about the property of the interhalogen compounds. So first, we know that there is a slight difference in the electronegativity between the two atoms. Okay, so that's why the compounds have a covalent in nature. Since the compounds have a covalent nature, means it have a low volatile. It is volatile, means it has low boiling points, because the covalent natures are the weak bond. Okay, then they can easily form. That's why they have a low value of an enthalpy, but they are unstable. Okay, but they are not too much explosive. Next, they are the good oxidizing agent. Next property is that generally more reactive from the constant element, means from which elements they are forming. We suppose X is forming from A and X, but the compound, they are more reactive than the A and than the X. So these are very reactive compound, but we know that student fluorine is a very reactive atom. So this is about the properties of halogen compound. Next we comes towards the preparation of interhalogen compound. There are two methods for the preparation: by direct combination, that is the combination of an halogen. See here, these are the different preparation. First, this is the chlorine molecule react with the fluorine molecule at this temperature, and there is a formation of ClF, that is the monohalogen derivative. Okay, then Cl2 plus trisep2, they will react and it will form the AX3 types. Okay, I2 plus Cl2 react, there is a formation of again AX type, that is I2 plus triCl2, there is a formation of ICl3. Bromine will react with the 3 molecules of and fluorine, and there is a formation of BrF3. Bromine react with the 5 molecules of and fluorine. Okay, that's why we write here the X's, and here we are getting the 2 molecules of and BrF2. So this is the combination of an halogens, means among 2 halogens are combined with each other. That is the one method. Second, how you are prepared from the lower interhalogen, means the compounds which are actually formed and then they are formed. See here, ClF. This is the ClF interhalogen compound. It will react with the fluorine, and then there is a formation of a new interhalogen compound, that is the ClF3. That's why from lower interhalogen we can get the another interhalogen compounds. Okay. So here BrF3, it is already formed. Then it react with again with the fluorine atom, and there is a formation of a pentafluorobromine. Okay. Then IF5, it will react with fluorine, and there is a formation of NiF7. So these are the different types of an interhalogen compound. So in next lectures, student, we are discussing about the structure and bonding, and what are the geometries are possible in different compound, and which type of hybridizations are involved. So prior to that, you should know the atomic number of the fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, and you should focus on the electronic configuration, how the electronic configuration is written for this halogen. So definitely we can understand easily in the next chapter. Student, thank you for the watching this, and hope you prepare your own notes. Again I am telling you, and be aware that anytime I can conduct the unit test. So thanks again.